All right. Here we go. All right, look, I just finished up listening to night two of SummerSlam on the Sirius Satellite Radio on the new WWE Radio Network. Look, I will say this: I'm happy for the fact to trade the AEW stuff for more WWE stuff, just to get the PLEs um, fed in on radio, other than having to buy the ESPN package to watch it, physical watch it. Because I'm telling you, man, I've said it before, I'll say it again. If I was going to spend $40 on a streaming service, I'd spend $40 on HBO Max and go with the AEW stuff. Like, speaking of AEW stuff, look, if any AEW wrestlers, if any AEW officials, anybody involved in AEW in any way want an outlet to come on and talk about AEW, their matches or whatever, feel free to get in touch with me, because Wednesday Night Asylum welcomes everybody, anybody and everybody. Because like I said before, it's called the Unknown Asylum Podcast, not because my name is Unknown Alien Assassin, but because you don't know until you know what you're going to get when you sign in to see what's on the channel. So, like I'm saying, man, I know it's probably far fetched, but if any AEW people are out there and want a podcast to come on, mine's a good one. Anyway, now that I'm done with that shameless plug, I'm just going to start off the topic with, what about Nick? All this automatically getting his general manager position back overnight. Why do they even have him, disband it for a few days, a week or so? I mean, honestly, that's just so stupid. I mean, you could have at least had a team up Nick Aldis, team Nick Aldis versus a team what's his name, the Raw general manager, who became the SmackDown general manager. Can't think of it. I'm so tired. I've been running on 100 miles an hour, and went to FarleyCon today. Had an interview with Devon Dudley. Had an interview with Bruce the Barber Beefcake. Then I recorded both Devon Dudley's and Gan the Beast Severin's panels there at FarleyCon. So check those out. Be sure to check those out. There's another shameless plug from me. But you could at least have the two general managers face off in the War Games match. Each pick a team. If Nick Aldis teams wins, he gets his job back. I mean, honest to God, man, just to give him his job back, that's almost saying Nick Aldis came out of retirement for one night just to be retired again. I mean, it's so stupid. I mean, just, I don't know. And then he comes out there at the beginning of the match between Finn Balor and God Almighty, I'm so tired. It makes it a fatal four way though. It makes the number one contenders match a fatal four way, adding Kevin Owens and Gunther to it. With in there with Sami Zayn and Finn Balor, and I didn't see that coming. I really didn't see that coming. I saw him at Gunther, and I didn't think he was going to have fourth man. And then the next thing I know, he has the fourth man, and it's KO who winds up winning the daggone match and becoming the number one contender. And my question is, what are you going to do with Randy Orton? What are you going to do with Cody Rhodes? What are you going to do with all these people who has had the belt or lost the belt or have been number one contenders in the past and lost? And it's just like Gunther too. I mean, he's been so close to winning the championship. I mean, it's just crazy, y'all. It's just crazy. It's absolutely nuts. It's like the train line's getting longer. Who's going to face CM Punk? And I didn't realize there wasn't a PLE in September. I guess it's because there's a Saturday night's main event. I don't know why, but the next PLE is not till October, and it's Money in the Bank. So I mean, that could throw a thorn into throwing a daggum wrench into some wheels or something. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm tired. I was up most of the night last night. Didn't sleep. Couldn't sleep at all. I don't know if I was just so excited about the day or what. Yeah, I made it through the day without falling asleep. Made the drive to East Ridge and back safe. So that's a plus. And like I said, got the interviews I wanted, recorded the panels I wanted, and I'm just exhausted. I just want to do what I commanded myself to do and go to sleep. I mean, really, that's what I'm planning on doing after I get off this computer. After I get off this podcast, and then get off this computer, just going to sleep, man. Today's over with for me. But anyway, it's just like this. It's like, why do you do all these people? All these people are lining up. I mean, CM Punk's getting a freaking line going on to the point that he's going to have to face them all in a gauntlet match or something. Then next match on this table after Kevin Owens wins, it's like we have the what do we have? We have oh yeah, Trick Williams and had his name in my head a while ago. I keep wanting to say Braun Breaker, but it's not Braun Breaker. It's Baron Corbin. Yeah, Baron Corbin. Sorry, like I said, I'm tired. Trick Williams versus Baron Corbin, and Baron Corbin gives Trick Williams color in the match, just busts him open. So that should be something that that TKO isn't really happy about. That Baron Corbin got busted up in his match, and yeah, Baron Corbin, but Trick Williams got busted up by Baron Corbin in his match. The match goes on, and Trick Williams loses the championship to Baron Corbin. And it's just, I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. That was the first championship lost tonight. Then the next match was the women in the ladder match, and you know what? I'm not even gonna say spoiler alert. Our girl Chelsea Green won her interim women's championship that night in a back and forth ladder match for the women's interim championship. It's the first time they've ever done an interim championship before, and so I guess TKO is trying something new, trying to be more like AEW with the interim championships instead of the just completely changing somebody's title reign to stripping them and stuff, stripping them from the belt, and it just I don't know what to think about it. I don't know what to think about it because I can't see Chelsea Green possibly beating Rhea Ripley. I really can't. Unless Chelsea Green becomes close friends with Blake Monroe or something, and it has her for outside interference. I don't know. I just don't, man. I could possibly see JC Jane beating Chelsea Green for the championship, for the interim championship. Then JC Jane facing Rhea Ripley for the title. It's just like, it's just crazy. You know, I keep saying it's crazy, but the only other WWE pay per view PLE I've watched this year was WrestleMania Night 1. And before that, I cannot remember when I watched a WWE show. Because I have Netflix, but I don't use it to watch WWE. I record NXT and I record SmackDown. I usually just delete the episodes without watching them. I quit becoming a WWE fan when Baron Corbin was general manager. When Baron Corbin was general manager and everything got repetitive over and over and over again. And the last episode of Raw I saw was when the McMahons came out there and said, we're gonna be about the fans from now on. We're gonna be about the fans from now on. And it's just, I don't know. I mean, they were never about the fans. Yeah, they stripped the general manager's role. They did do that. They just stripped the general manager's role for a while. But they brought it back with I can't think of the Raw general manager's name. And him and Nick Aldis, they brought it back. They had it back with Sonya Deville being there, and it's just like, see, that was just one of the things that they did that they also made no sense. It's like, we're gonna be about the fans, blah 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 blah, and it just never did happen, man. It just never did happen, and I don't know what else to say about that one. I really don't. Then moving on to the Intercontinental Championship bout between Chad Gable, who was from Minnesota, and Penta. Wait, no, I missed the match. The money's on the Paul match with Danhausen. That's just hilarious, man. The money's on the Paul match with Danhausen. $100,000 and $100,000 and on a pole. The little Danhausens get loose. I mean, they're like freaking gremlins or something. You need to lock them in a trunk. And she's like, so little Danhausens get loose. Things go crazy. Danhausen wins the match. He takes the $100,000 cash. It's in a pillowcase and starts throwing it to the crowd like he's Andre the Giant. And it's just like, look, I like the Danhausen in AEW. Danhausen is becoming a little too much comic relief for me in WWE. Am I still glad I got a picture with Danhausen when he was at an event up in Chattanooga? Yes, I am. And am I still glad my buddy Tony got me Danhausen's autograph on my AEW belt, where he wishes me a happy birthday on it? Yes, I am. But some of the things I've seen, like in WWE with Danhausen, I've just totally disagreed on. Absolutely, positively disagreed on. And it's just like, I don't get it. I mean, I know, and I say it one more time, I know that our truth isn't going to be around forever. So they have to put somebody in our truth's shoes as a comic relief, and having a little vampire that loves human monies. That's some comic relief for you. I mean, just is with little people dressed up like them and everything else. It's just like I can see the kids love them, and it's just, for Christ's sake, man. It's just like, what's funnier than that? Nothing much. There's nothing much funnier than that. Then nobody called his name, but Joe Hendry showed up in that match and busted guitar over Dominic's buddy and from New Day from New Day from whatever it's called. Shoot, man, I'm trying to go. I'm just tired. Um, but yeah, nobody called his name, but he appeared. I mean, it's just a fact, Jack. He say my name in, or you'll appear. I believe in Joe Hendry. It's just like, if he pops up from under my bed, I'm gonna be freaked out. But it's just, uh, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy, absolutely nuts. It's absolutely nuts. And I don't think this feud's over with yet. I really don't. I really don't think it's going to stop at the $100,000 in the pillowcase. And if it does, I'll be surprised. And if it does, I say, where does Danhausen go from here? I mean, they're comparing Danhausen to Goldberg because he's like 17-0, and Goldberg was, whatever his final score was to one. It's just like, Danhausen's no Goldberg. I'm sorry. He's just not. He's just not any Goldberg at all. I mean, he's just not. That's a joke in its own right. I mean, I'm more Goldberg than Danhausen is. But do I regret meeting Danhausen and getting the autograph and doing the meet and greet deal with him? No, I don't. I really don't. I wish I could have got a video interview with him, but I'm sure that my buddy Tony wouldn't want to pay $100 for a video with me and Danhausen after paying whatever he paid for the picture and, you know, 8x10 and signed belt. I mean, 8x10, but signed belt. I mean, Tony had his own autographs to get. I should have really did a podcast for that event, but whatever happens, happens. All right, look, I mean, it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Next thing up is where I was trying to go to begin with. The Minnesota native Chad Gable, who was one of the American Mexican wrestlers, El Grande Americano or whatever, and against Penta, and Chad Gable never held the singles championship before tonight. I guess I spoiled that match. That's right. Chad Gable came out on top against Penta. I mean, he's been trying and trying and trying, and he came out on top, won the Intercontinental belt, and just like I said, it's just nuts. Another new champion. I mean, yeah, there's not too many PLEs, or especially weekday shows where you see multiple titles changing in one night, but we saw multiple title changes tonight. Going into the main event, which was Seth freaking Rollins versus the original tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And this match was billed as a story ender because Seth beat Roman in every match that they were in, every singles match that they were in, and whole 9 yards with that. And she's like, it sounded like a brawl, it sounded like an all-out war based on the commentary I got from Booker T and Vic Johnson or whatever his name is, Vic something, and it sounded like an all-out war. It sounded like a fight. It sounded like it went all over that freaking arena and back to the ring before it finally ended with Roman Reigns coming out on top. Which, I mean, that didn't surprise me. They're talking about how Roman Reigns never beat him. Well, it would really screw up Roman's story if he lost to him then. You know, he just got the belt a few months back and then lose to Seth. I mean, that wouldn't make a damn bit of sense. It really wouldn't. I mean, I'm being honest with you. It just wouldn't make a damn bit of sense. I mean, I'm an author. Bottom line, you know, one of the panelists today from a toy company said, if there's any advice you can give somebody is not to put all your eggs in one basket. Well, all my eggs have never been in one basket. I've always done multiple things at one time. I've been an actor. I've been an author. I've been a wrestling persona. I've been this and that, and it's just like, so all my eggs have never been in one basket. I'm an author. I mean, deep down, when I pass away, what do I think I'll be remembered by? Probably being an author above anything. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that because I can back off what I'm doing and go back to working on it when I feel like it. And I'm bad. I'm a bad one needing discipline. I'm a bad one needing motivation. I'm bad about that. And I don't know. It's just, I don't know where I was going with that. I really don't. I'm so freaking tired, y'all. I was determined to stay up and do this podcast because I promised it to you, and I wanted to listen to SummerSlam Night 2, and I I didn't think I was gonna make it through it. I wound up making it through it, and but one thing is about SummerSlam I noticed listening to it. Like I said, the only other PLE I watched this year is WrestleMania this year, WrestleMania Night 1. But it's just like it seems like these matches are getting shorter and shorter. Let's start this thing at 6 o'clock and get it over with about 8:30. It's like usually a 3 or 4 hour pay per view, and I don't know if that's because they cut that out or what. I really don't. Wish they didn't. Wish they had some people with some sense to open that back door at Frolicon and just like get fix whatever's wrong with my whatever's causing the problem. Anyway, look, was I impressed by SummerSlam Night 2? It was rather predictable. I pretty much could have guessed that Chad Gable would have won the Intercontinental title, and in Minnesota, being from Minnesota. I mean, that's fine. He's battling himself with his problems, and I hate for anybody to come and do anything they don't want to. I mean, it's just like I hate asking anybody for anything, really. And I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just kind of found myself down in a rabbit hole, and God Almighty, I'm telling you, it's just nuts, man. The world's nuts, and that's what I'm saying. These matches are getting shorter and shorter, and the world's nuts. Just crazy. And I apologize for my behavior tonight if it's odd or something like that, or just abnormal in any way. I've been up over 24 hours. I had a big day recording at Frolicon, and I promised to do this podcast after listening to SummerSlam Night 2, and I didn't want to break that promise. I really wanted to shoot the podcast, but now I'm just muttering to myself and not making sense, and even I recognize that. And with that being said, I mean, that's pretty low right there. When I recognize it, I'm acting a little abnormal. But I don't know why I'd give this SummerSlam rating. I really don't. I really don't know what kind of rating I would give this SummerSlam. I really don't. I really don't know what my favorite SummerSlam is. My favorite WrestleMania is WrestleMania 4. And but my favorite SummerSlam, I don't know what my favorite SummerSlam is. Like I don't know what my favorite Survivor Series is, or Royal Rumble. Well, it's hard to say what my favorite Royal Rumble is. It's just my favorite pay-per-view of all time as a kid was the King of the Ring, and that was when the King of the Ring was on one night. They had like everything. They had the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the finals in a night. You had to win 3 matches in a row to be able to take the trophy home with you, and it's just like that was the plan. It's like have it all in one night. It's like soon enough we'll have a 2-part Royal Rumble. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you there'll be a 2-part Royal Rumble one day, and I mean, then probably a 2-part Survivor Series. It's getting old, man. It's getting old, and I'm not for it. I'm not for these 2-part events anymore. I mean, I honest to God could not do a WrestleMania weekend anymore. I went to WrestleMania, and I believe it was 2008. Did the whole weekend package, and with my dad, and I thank him every day. Every day I get a chance to for taking me, and but it's just I couldn't do it today though. I mean, we went to WrestleMania 25 on a Sunday and flew back on Monday after we got there on Friday and started doing stuff on Saturday and Sunday before the WrestleMania event. It's just like I just couldn't do it, man. It's just too long. It's absolutely too long. I mean, I don't think they do travel packages anymore. To be honest with you, I don't think they do travel packages at all. And I've gotten way off script in this rabbit hole that I found myself in, bouncing around like a ping pong ball. And for that, I'm sorry. SummerSlam night 2, I think the majority of it could be merged into night 1. You just had one night of it, like the old days. I think that there was a lot of injuries last night. I don't know about tonight, but there's a lot of injuries last night. It's definitely going to hurt WWE. It might raise some people up, depending on who they choose to fill those people's boots. Um, People were given color both the last night and tonight, and it's something TKO is against completely. So, it's just, I don't know what they expect. Liv Morgan has a shiner too, and so I mean, everybody's just beat up. Everybody's beat up. Like I'm just exhausted right now, and I'm about to sign off. So subscribe to my channel. Be sure to share my post, like my post, subscribe to my channel so you can get my post, and because the newer piece of equipment he got me or is handing me down is going to pick up what I needed to pick up. This one won't pick up because it's just either he bought a bunch of cups that didn't work or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm exhausted. Been up over 24 hours. Excuse my behavior. Subscribe to my stuff. I promise you all of it. It's not this goofy. I hope you got a good laugh at me because I'm sitting here about to fall asleep. And with that being said, I'm signing off.